Oh, we're live, baby.
What?
It skipped the intro. What's going on, everybody?
Hey guys, we don't know what's going on. I hope you're there. I don't know. That's not good. I don't think it's working.
I don't think so either. It's showing
No,
0. Can
not
you
working.
guys see us?
Wait, they're 16.
They're 16 instantly. Okay, yeah.
What
you guys can
happened?
see us.
Let us know seriously if you can see us or not. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah, there was no intro. It's a cold open tonight. Happy Halloween. Yep, they can see us.
Okay, we're good then. No intro. Well, you know
right.
what? You know what? We're going to do an intro because I worked on an intro. We're going to do an intro. So, go ahead. Welcome everybody in. I'm going to go find the intro.
Yeah, go find the intro. That's ridiculous. All right, we've got Donahoe. We've got NW Hall. Everybody's throwing pumpkins up. I love to see it. John P. Adventures. Cheers right back at you. I love that thumbnail. You've got one of the best thumbnails around. Uveru's here, and then we got James Nelson. L.R. Miller. How you doing, brother? Deborah Gibbons is back. Gibbons, speaking of Gibbons, did you guys see those rhesus macaques that have been running around and got loose out of a lab? Yeah. That's super fun. We'll cover that in the news.
We're going to talk about Halloween. That. Oh, yeah.
Gary Schuler, Jordan Booker, Linda Sigmund, Ada Cox. Then we got, who else? We got, obviously, Lisa's in the house. And we got, I think we're about, Octoman. Octoman has arrived. And let's see who else we got.
Oh, my God.
The Angelic Crusaders here. It is working. Thank you for letting us know.
Thank you, guys.
Not really sure what happened. Like
gone.
It looks like it took out the starter. We'll have to put that back in. Yay for updates to the streaming platform.
It says we have a Halloween pack up there now. Maybe that did something. I don't know what that is either.
Maybe, who knows?
I don't know, but look,
it's probably where everybody's throwing in the ghosts. If you notice, there's all kinds of ghosts and pumpkins in the comments here.
What is this?
Ada.
We have applause now.
Please tell me we have the scream.
I don't see
the Wilhelm scream. Is it in here?
I'm looking. Oh, there's a screaming man. What's this? Let's see.
No,
that's not it. No,
but it could pass for you though.
Oh yeah, it could totally. I didn't do that though. They have a gong too. We'll use that a lot.
There we go. I dig it.
Anyway.
Tom is in the house. What's up?
We're just.
All right, I think we just got everybody. And Ada Cox, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Happy Hallows Eve.
Multiple blessings and all that as well. And yeah, this is the Spooktacular. So. You paid for that.
There we go.
You paid for
that.
There we
go. And Ada, this is for you. Good deal.
All right. We are rolling. I think.
Yeah, we're moving pretty good.
I got some weird stuff going on, but it's all good, and that's in the nature of things. This is the Halloween show, after all, so we can expect some weird stuff happening, right? Absolutely. So, for you folks who are not aware,
this is the Halloween show.
So, this is the Spooktacular, and we're going to have some fun tonight. All right. So, you never know what's going to happen. Just to let you know. Dave's going to join us at some point, I think. We're going to go over the news like extremely really fast because there's some weird stuff in the news, and we got that wonderful update about the mothership. And then you know what we got? Joe?
We got monkeys on the loose.
No. Yeah, totally. We got monkeys loose. We also have some really old footage of us.
So monkeys on the loose.
Monkeys on the loose. And yeah, going through some purportedly haunted area, and it's gonna be a good one. So we're gonna bring that up, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit. It's never before seen stuff. Some of it we talked about before, but some we have not. Thank you, LR. Thank you, LR. Awesome.
Thank you. We appreciate you guys.
Here we go.
So the news.
The
The
news.
lightning round of the news.
The lightning round. Check your notes. I have the latest update to our old friend up there, zooming around. As you know, Three Eye Atlas did come around the sun, come from around the sun, and it's done playing peekaboo, I guess. And
Yeah.
it's going to be it is visible, right? I mean, as far
Right.
as we know, it's visible. Haven't really
Yeah,
heard
as of
anything.
I think it was as of something like 11 p.m. last night.
Mm-hmm.
It came out of the perihelion,
Okay.
and it's been trackable like visibly since then. As long as you have as Avilo puts it, at least a couple yards of telescope.
A couple yards of telescope. Yeah. I know Dave said that he's going to be targeting this thing like ASAP, and we should be able to get some good images of it. I don't know if there's aliens on board. That'd be kind of voyeuristic, wouldn't it? I mean,
It would be a little bit.
I don't think they'd like that. Maybe not. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know about the aliens. They might. It could be like Zorp and Gargon. They're party animals. They don't care.
You know,
So maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's the ship coming back to get them. Could be the bus, I don't know. But either way, yeah, I've seen some pretty ridiculous stuff again, as you have. I mean, we all have.
I mean, have you seen the alleged footage that they were saying came from China or Japan?
I've seen several. Which one is it?
It's the one that is basically a big cigar UFO
Yes.
with like debris coming off of it,
Yes.
like a trail.
Yeah, I've seen that. These are great. They're great. I mean, and they've gone so far as to talk about even the name, man, like saying that it's a return of the Greek gods, Atlas. I mean, what? That's not what that means.
No, Atlas is an acronym, guys.
Yeah, they like to do acronyms, right, Joe?
They do. The government and their acronyms, man. Basically what it is, it's the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System.
I mean, I can see where you would get kind of concerned if you were put on that list, right? I mean,
yeah, because it's last alert. That just seems kind of like,
yeah, it's kind of like, oh boy, that's Bruce Willis territory. Yeah, but it's not. I mean, it could be. I don't know, because that's what it was set up for. It was set up just for that. But
it was set up specifically to detect things as they came into our galaxy that we didn't expect. Because there are things that we can track. We can see certain things coming from far away now, thanks to the James Webb.
And like motherships, right?
Just like motherships, man. That's what 2027 is all about.
Well, it is.
So with the Atlas system, each one of these characters are going to be subsequently named, and 3I Atlas is the third interstellar, because I'm sure the ones that they discover that we don't know about yet that are from our galaxy are going to have a different, instead of 3I, it'll be 3, I don't know.
They're usually like
it'll be
C or something.
The C comet.
They have different. They have just different designations. You're right. You're 100% right. 1,000%.
So they're going to name them that way, basically. But 3I is the third interstellar asteroid that was detected by the Atlas system. Now, 3I Atlas just particularly has been bizarre. The way it came in, because we have a flat Earth, so our galaxy's also flat.
Right. Because we all know this because demons told us that's true.
The only reason I said that is because Dave is in the background. Maybe you could hear that and just died a little inside. But no, for real, our galaxy is relatively like flat-ish, flat adjacent.
It's a disc, it's like
we're a disc, but it's kind of like a pancake disc. Like it's got some depth.
Well, look out at Andromeda. You'll see what we look like.
Yeah, everything is spinning though. Like we're spinning in a circle, and we're moving out, and then our galaxy itself is spinning. So we're the galaxy's spinning. We're moving around the sun, and then we're on a arm of one of the galaxies, and and here we are. We're spinning. The whole thing's like this big giant wheel in motion.
Yeah, we're all just dizzy. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
right. Now, what makes Three Eye Atlas interesting is that it came straight across the plane. None of the other ones have done that. They've come in at an angle, like they've come through or from below, but this Three Eye Atlas just came in just in the way to scoop in and scoop past Jupiter, to scoop past Mars, our sun, Mercury, and be relatively close.
Yep.
And during its closest approach to Earth, it was just so happened to be behind the sun.
Sneaky. It's sneaky.
Right. But according to, the internet turned on thrusters, reverse thrusters.
Mhm.
So I'm sure Dave is going to go in depth into some of this later, but where have you taken us to, Ron, here?
Oh, it's to me, I think that I think we're still looking at this point, we're still looking at a comet, just a weird rock, like, big old snowball, right? Something weird.
Yep.
I don't think there's anything to get alarmed about yet. Although, like I said, we've seen some weird stuff showing up in the news. We've seen things that are showing up in the news that are related to other alien stories at this point. So they're just trying to draw all this together. And we kind of did the same thing last week, to be honest. We went back and looked at the ice crystal, posts or whatever they were from the old the shuttle missions, because it looked kind of like that new image that the one dude posted, right?
It didn't look kind of like it.
It looks exactly like it.
When we did the mashup there, it was the exact same.
It is. Yeah, it looks the same. And almost everybody I've talked to says the same thing. That's probably a focusing error. And more so than just ice crystals, as NASA likes to say.
And a focusing error, when we say focusing error, that means we could also just basically be seeing the reflection of the lens on itself.
It's kind of like that. It's kind of like some refraction going on, and my mic keeps falling, so just bear with me on that, guys. It's kind of like that. But it was interesting, and man, you guys, thank you so much for for watching that video and give it. I saw hypes. There's been hypes, so thank you, multiple thank yous for that. We're just now trying to actually take initiatives to get our channel up and out there to more people, because apparently people kind of like what we're putting out there, right? So
yep.
So we're going to keep doing it, and every time you hit that hype, that gives us points, and the more points you have, the more the algorithm says, hey, everybody, these guys are worthy, and they're worth watching. So that's where we're at. So everyone,
Enzo says our galaxy has love handles just like us.
It's kind of like So,
oh man, it's
anyway.
It's interesting. So Octoman asks this question for you guys. Do we know where the sun is galactically speaking? Like, are we currently in the middle of a Milky Way pancake disk, or top or bottom?
I honestly can't remember. I know we're in one of the arms.
We're in one of the arms.
We could probably bring Dave in. He could probably answer that question for you. We'll see if he's let's see if Dave's working. Let's see if there's any technical issues going on.
Dave, are you over there? I'm looking down on the deck. So when you're ready, just flip your camera up or give us an alert, and we'll be watching for you. Yeah, we're think of the Octoman. Oddly enough, think of the galaxy spinning like an octopus. If we just grabbed an octopus and we stuck it on a centrifugal motor, started spinning it,
that's animal abuse. You can't do that.
I mean, clearly you can. We have escaped monkeys saying that university institutions are allowed to name of science. So
yeah, good point. Never mind.
I
disregard that. You're right.
So you've got these tentacle like arms in the galaxy, and we're on one band. That's what when we look at the sky and we see the Milky Way overhead, we see that arch, we're seeing the next band over is what that is. It's not as some of the ancestors used to think, a rip in the sky. That's actually the next arm over from us that we're actually seeing in the galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
So we are we are a pancake-like galaxy, but we are on a tentacle-like appendage of a much larger galaxy. Dave would know the technical terms, and Dave has arrived. Doomsday Dave, everybody.
Doomsday Dave,
Go on,
everybody.
man.
Welcome, Doomsday Dave.
So Dave, explain the spiraling universe for us. Break it down into simple people talk. Like I cannot. Because I make it sound like we're stuck on a turntable and
well, of course, you got different types of galaxies. Of course, like I said, we're spiral, but of course, you got elliptical galaxies, the barred spiral galaxies, the lenticular, peculiar, and irregular. So there's different pictures with those, which we should have some of those ready before we pulled it up. But I think with our galaxy, actually, Ron, might help too if you had a visual. If you want to maybe punch in on that and just bring up a picture of what they think the Milky Way looks like.
I don't like the Milky Way.
Yeah, it's.
Hang on, I'll find you a picture of it. Yeah, it's just
yeah.
It's a boring galaxy. There are many more that are much more interesting. Hang on.
It's cool. We don't know. We really don't know what it looks like because we're edge on, basically, at least from our view from Earth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where is my? There we go. I had to find my my video here because I had it turned down.
Yep, you're literally the astronomer. I would expect you to have a picture of the galaxy. I'll do what I can for you because Yeah.
No, you have the power of the presentation versus where I'm kind of just here.
I think we're all just kind of here, buddy. It's I'm not sure. Right? I think we all agree.
Hurtling through the universe at Mach Jesus.
That's the word.
Spinning out of control
thing. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, let me pull that back up here for you guys. Okay.
I like visuals. I'm a visual kind of person.
Let's see. Well,
everybody's over there talking about their favorite candy. Milky Way,
Mars, man. Mars bars. Remember those?
Everybody trying Butterfinger.
I remember
Dust.
Butterfinger's a good one.
Dust in the fart winds. That's right.
Wow, that's good too. That's good. You guys are coming up with some good ones over there.
You ever try Butterfinger dipped in milk?
Actually, no.
Just saying.
No.
I have not.
There's enough once you crack it open. There's enough in there just to get a little.
Are you
bit
serious?
I bet that is good. Butterfinger milkshakes.
Oh well, I bet that's
weird things that I like.
Oh, well, that's kind of cool, actually.
Reese's, everybody Reese's. Now, speaking of candy bars, has anybody seen those new Kits or Kit Kats, the Dracula Kit Kats?
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, I've got a bag upstairs.
Oh my God, they're delicious.
Rowan saw them and had to have some.
Dude, they're delicious.
Good to see you, by the way, Abbott. Nice seeing you out there.
This is close enough to your home.
Necco wafers.
Necco wafers. Y'all remember Necco wafers? They taste like that too.
They do. They taste like they were originally all made at the same time.
Yeah, they were. They literally were. Oh, sorry. Here we go. I was trying to show that. There you go. That's close to home.
That's a good one.
That's close to home.
Oh, keep going to the wrong computer. I have two computers going right now. Keep going to the wrong one to type stuff in.
Well, that's great. So anyway,
hope I'm not deleting stuff on the other one accidentally.
So anyway, see that bright center, guys? Someone was asking about that. That's where the basically a black hole is. So everything's kind of just getting flushed down this gigantic black hole, right, Dave? Isn't that how it works?
Pretty much. And then of course all the light comes from all the just everything that's around it, where it's sucking it in.
And it's been annihilated, blown apart, atom by atom, into a massive, bright, beautiful light. But it's really just a light of destruction that you're seeing, and that's the Doomsday Dave way right there.
Well, of course, ironically, that actually the galaxy you have pulled up is actually the Andromeda galaxy.
It is. That's Andromeda. Yeah.
But but it's similar to
Close.
ours in appearance. It's just that one's a lot larger. But
Oh yeah, but it's close.
that one's about 220,000 light years, where ours is about 100,000. But on that photo, Ron took the photo down again.
Yeah, I did. There we go. That little guy there. Y'all can see it.
So basically, on the outer edge,
Mm-hmm.
basically on one of those bands, you can probably point it out with your clicker on. Exactly.
Here, I got us the Milky Way from NASA.
Oh, okay. That'll work.
This is one of their artist renders.
Oh
There
yeah.
we go.
They know this
So, like,
because they have a ship that's actually able to go out there and do that.
You're right.
So if you're looking from the center of the galaxy to the very top, we're probably that the very top bright one that's kind of going circular. We're like, there's another smaller band that's kind of above that one, and then there's one final band kind of the upper right. We're kind of like probably around the tip of like that, the second band before the last at the top. You'll see like a little bit of purple and yet purple in there, which is like some nebulosity, and it could be bright stars, like really large bright stars. A few things in there, but that we're kind of like in the upper edge, like upper right edge, basically, of that second ring from it. So we're pretty far out from the center, but like they were asking like our sun's position. Really, the sun's position is kind of our. It's kind of basically our point of view, the way we see it. So our sun's position, like where we from Earth, we obviously see the sun from east to west, from rising to going down from the light. So, where the sun's at, there's no really easy way to see
There
it
is no east or west in space. That's kind of where we're
Yeah.
getting at here. It's all coordinates, X's, Z's, and whatever else. But yeah, it's not exactly the easiest thing to traverse. That's what we're trying to get at.
Right.
Yeah.
And in fact, it's pretty darn impossible to traverse. And that's why we're kind of worried that if something did traverse it, then
How did it do it?
how did it do that?
How
Because,
hard's it gonna hit us?
it's going to be hard. It's a kind of a thing. So other things that are in the news, you crazy kids, is the fact that it's I guess coming up on the anniversary of the Miami Mall alien event. And God, don't we all remember the Miami Mall alien fiasco?
I'm frequently trying to forget.
Right. Well, there's some folks out there who are just now rediscovering that, and that should terrify people because that's a thing that happened. It was people went nuts.
So it's just like people rediscovering the
stupid,
all that fake Bigfoot footage from Canada.
Yeah, it's stupid. Anyway, if you didn't see it, there's our take on it. We did a really in-depth. Let's see down here. Yeah, we did a really in-depth thing on that. That was Wasting Away in Alienville, and it's called that for a very good reason. The folks who act like they don't know why this happened and they're, oh yeah, the police response was just ridiculous. Yeah, no, it wasn't. Go and watch this video, and it has pretty much the breakdown, every bit of it. It all started at Margaritaville. That's why it's called that, which is just hilarious.
Yep.
And my only regret is Jimmy wasn't around to write a song about it, and we just been too busy to do it. Missed it by that much, and yeah, we just haven't got around to doing it either. But yeah, that's true. That's how that happened, and yeah, nuts. But also in the news, Joe, we've heard Shed's Galactic Federation talk is back in the news again.
It has been circulating once again.
Yeah.
And I thought at first, I'm like, oh, wait, they're feeding out these old interviews from way back. No, they're brand new interviews. This guy's talking again. Yep. And it just so happens to correlate. I think the reason I think it's circulating again is because it first circulated under the president's last term.
Oh, it did, didn't it? That's right.
You're right. Now that he's in office again, this guy's circulating again because one of the cruxes of this story is that the president is aware.
Right.
And he's on the verge of telling everyone.
Yeah, he's not.
And that, to me, that's the one big red flag that makes me be like, no.
Yeah, no. Not going to do that. I imagine a lot of strange things are seen at Margaritaville. Yeah, I've seen some pretty weird things there. But never aliens, at least if they are. They don't reveal themselves.
Ron, you've seen the Jurassic Park shot with Buffett grabbing his marg, right?
Yeah, I've got 2 of the action figures in there still in the box. So yeah, that's a classic. I love
There
that
you
thing.
go.
Love that. Because that's what you would do. In the event of a catastrophe, you grab the alcohol and run.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Coffee and alcohol and go find a bunker.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially margaritas. Come on. I wish the Galactic Federation would come and what? Did you say wipe out humanity?
Come back
Oh,
here and get me off Earth.
I'm sorry. I read that completely wrong. Sorry.
So the other part of the news we got back to the monkeys, realistically.
Oh yeah, the monkeys. Yeah,
We've got
let's talk about
lab
those monkeys.
that have escaped and they're marked for destruction. That they instantly started rolling back the news as soon as it broke that they were escaped. The initial reporting, all of the initial reporting were that these monkeys had been tested on with herpes. They'd been tested on new SARS virus strains, all these things. And that wound up coming out to be apparently legit. But they immediately tried rolling it back. But they don't know who had possession of the monkeys. They were in transport between 2 universities. And they were immediately deemed as threats. And if people see them, they said to get indoors and like don't be around them. But they're not dangerous. They've not been infected with anything. They're just real mean.
Well, wait, didn't we just do this like 2 years ago?
Yes,
Right?
and
Haven't we played this book? We played this game
a few times. This isn't even close to the 3rd or 4th one we've had.
Why? Okay, so look, here's my deal, right? Here's my thing. If I have an issue where I have escaped monkeys, I'm going to learn from that lesson probably. It's probably not going to happen a second time, and it's sure not going to happen a third time.
Right.
Who's supposed to be watching the monkeys?
I keep
I don't
thinking
know. I mean, that's probably
monkeys.
why that TV show went off the air all those years ago. Nobody was watching them.
Oh boy.
I mean, have you guys
Man.
seen 12 Monkeys, the movie?
Yeah.
That's kind of where I took it when I saw that. I was like, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, man, it's a mess. Like the biggest issue one is that they're rhesus monkeys.
Yeah.
We have enough DNA in common with them that whatever they got, they can give it to us.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you have Rh positive and Rh negative genetics, is because that's the rhesus gene.
Well, that's why they
if you are Rh negative, you do not have the rhesus gene. Everyone else does.
Yeah, that's why they set out to find them the last time. It was the same type of monkeys. Yeah. Again, these are research monkeys. What are you doing?
Yeah, you're right, Tom. It was South Carolina last time because it was down there. We had Jess and Joe on the show right after it happened. They were saying like, "We're on the lookout."
Yep.
We're gonna go hunting for monkeys.
They're monkey hunting. That's right.
Didn't they infect these rhesus monkeys originally? The ones that I guess they're just because I can't remember, like something to do with AIDS or something.
Herpes.
Okay, I was thinking there was some type of monkeys they had done some AIDS research with at one time. What you mean way back?
Oh yeah. Those I know. I remember that story.
That was ages ago.
Doing it with rhesus macaques as well.
Yeah, that was ages ago. And as far as we know, they didn't get out. But hey, you never know. That's just how it works with monkeys. Apparently, I don't know monkeys. So anyway, they could be paranormal monkeys. They could be.
They could be.
They very well could be.
Could be.
So what else do we have in the news, boys and girls? Is that it?
Well, what's the real news?
There is none
on 3i Atlas.
Oh,
has there been anything from any other governments that have been released? Because I know ours obviously isn't doing anything.
We had talked earlier, and I've been like just scouring the news feeds, and I'm not. Basically, it's kind of what you guys already went over. There's not really a huge change, even though it reached I can never pronounce it correctly, even though
perihelion.
I can never get it out right. But yeah, I mean, I thought they would have some more stuff coming immediately following that.
Yeah, you would think.
Now there are some people that are using solar scopes.
Yeah.
You
That's
look past the brightness of the sun's edges.
That's the one we saw, and we
Yeah.
had the conversation where we believe that was a artifact either caused by as you said, it's either going to be something like dust or it's going to be a focusing issue. But either way,
Yeah.
that's replicable. You can do that. So
Yeah. Because I was
Mount
definitely, as
Hood
we were talking,
Project
I was very
Bigfoot.
adamant.
What's going on?
Mount Hood Project Bigfoot.
Nice.
Welcome.
Good to see you out there.
Look, there looks like what we got peace, and is that what is that? I can't make out that one, but we got ghosts and aliens, and yes, those are all peaceful things.
I dig it.
I do too. Absolutely do. What do you got out in your neck of the woods? What are you hearing out that way?
Yeah, you guys having anything cool going on? Any neat sightings, UFO, Bigfoot, otherwise? Normally, the folks that join us from out on the West Coast, they're catching us on the full back end of the last hour. You're
so
here
awesome.
early, so it's good to see you.
Yeah, great to see you. Jordan, I saw that a lot of countries, scientists, etc., focused on it, but no one is sharing too much, which is interesting. But we have to also remember there isn't anything to really share yet. We have to, if I'm right, it's only been literally a few hours, within 12 hours of us being able to get eyes on it. So I wouldn't expect anything for at least 72 hours minimum, right, Dave? Because this is still got to pass some kind of review before it gets put out there.
I mean, the European agencies is where we're going to be seeing the reports from. I would say, as it's been going, expect nothing from NASA.
Yeah.
That's kind of irritating the crap out of me. Probably a lot of people too, but.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I know that Avi Loeb is supposed to be contacting one of the directors personally to try to get some information, but it's just
it's not looking good. I mean, they're putting themselves in the corner to where the conspiracy theorists are winning. Let's just put it that way.
And that's one thing I just want to bring up too. Like everybody that's watching, it's like, all these stuff that you're seeing with Avi Loeb and like supposedly Avi Loeb, just like they did Mishu and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like there's a lot of crap out there right now. Yep. There's a lot of stuff with false narratives that it's not actually Avi or obviously Mishu or some of these people. So it's like, be very careful what you trust. I'm sure most people are.
100%. Looks like we've got some, the hikes up that way. Huckleberry, pretty squatchy up here from Mount Hood, looks like. So
good deal. Yeah, I love the Mount Hood area. It's been many moons since I've been out there, but I love Mount Hood.
I like to bring a telescope there.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, Octo's got something.
Saw Shadow something a week or so ago. That's about it lately.
Shadow things are there.
Angelic Crusader says we've had a lot of Bigfoot sightings in the past years here in Fairview, West Virginia.
Fairview. Yep. Well, they're out there. That's all I can say about Bigfoot, pretty much. So
there's something out there.
There's something out there. I mean, I think there's multiple somethings out there. I think we've kind of almost proven that at this point. So where should we start? Where do we start at? It's the spooky thing, right? The spooktacular.
Halloween.
Well, it's the spooktacular, guys. I mean, so we gotta start somewhere with this thing. Oh, and I gotta do this again because it took too long to make, and I'll be darned if I'm not gonna use it. Well, that works too, Dave. I'll give you that point, buddy. But
I'll give a better one. Something like that. I get creepier one than that one, but yeah.
More like this.
Boom.
Like that.
The only thing we're missing is a Waters jug.
Oh, yeah.
The Roger Waters famous jug.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yep.
So
we need to make one of those.
Anyway.
Let us begin.
So
So Ron's possessed by demons.
That's funny. So seriously, we're gonna talk about did anyone send any pictures in? Did any of you guys For real. That was
Oh,
the
that's
thing.
right.
He asked
Yeah.
for
It's not
photos.
Halloween yet. That's going to be for next week's
Okay,
episode.
it's for next week's episode. Yeah,
Yeah, because
everybody.
tomorrow's Halloween. Everybody pushed everything back. Even
That's
here
right.
locally, everything got bumped back to
Right.
tomorrow.
Because they thought Three Eye Atlas was going to land. No,
That's right. They thought the
no,
mothership was going to come here, so they wanted to get Halloween in early.
they wanted to do that. But they
Deborah
didn't.
Gibbons, thank you so much. You are
See you.
awesome. And just so y'all know, we appreciate every time that we get any kind of support from you guys, because it goes so far into propelling us farther to where we need to be.
Like a comet around the sun. But we're going to do a slingshot maneuver because we're intelligent.
Absolutely.
And we're coming
We're
back.
going to use the gravity of this galaxy to propel us further and further.
Oh, we
faster
actually are. No, we actually are. And you know what's really great about it, guys? I don't know if you saw the news or not, Joe, but we are like, I don't know, I think it's like 105 away from that 3,000 goal. I told you we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to hit 3,000 by year's end. It's going to happen.
Sweet.
And that's, got to believe it. Got to make it happen. It's already happened.
Speaking of making it happen,
make it happen.
Deborah Gibbons, you are one of the people who are making it happen. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
the demons are possessed by Ron.
Sky jellies. It's time to do sky jelly. They're going to come back again.
They will.
It's just a matter of time.
Actually,
right?
they were back in the news last week.
I missed it. Yeah, we missed it. We
did miss it. There were some weird thunderstorms that were taking place ahead of some of the hurricane storms that were coming in.
Yeah.
It was a big tropical storm that they had down in the Gulf somewhere. And it basically, it's a lot of clouds. And everybody's like, it's God jelly. No, it was clouds, folks. Like I'm real familiar with clouds. I'm a nerd when it comes to clouds. And
but what if it was a cloud that was dressed as a sky jelly that was dressed as a cloud?
Now that,
see, you got to put all these things on the table, Joe. That's why you can't sit there and say you know what these things are. We've been over this.
Well, okay. Hey, Ron, since it's spooky weird time, we're gonna show some footage tonight. Do you have any of those pictures I sent you?
Which pictures? I don't know.
From the clouds that got weird.
Oh, the weird clouds. Got it. Let me find them now.
We'll go over that sighting. I had a sighting here recently.
It's been a while, and we were going to show this, and something else happened, right?
Yeah, the news took over.
It was either that or you weren't on that night. Let me go find it.
That's right. That was when I was at the hospital.
It was. Let me go find it. I think I know where that was 2 weeks ago, right?
2 weeks. Yep.
Okay. Let me go back here. And I do believe, keep them entertained while I do this. This might take a little
time. Absolutely. So I'll give you guys a lead up here. We've been doing investigations for a long time, and so we pay attention to stuff all the time. We're constantly looking, even when we're not doing investigations. It's just become kind of ingrained in us to be hyper aware. And for somebody who is already hyper aware because of past situations in life and past careers, you just pay attention to stuff, and you're looking for the pattern recognition is off the charts. So when you're looking at something and there's a shift, your attention is drawn to it, and you're just kind of stuck on it. I was driving on my way to work, and it was early in the morning, and I was on my way in, and my commute to work is during sunrise generally, and it is right about the time that the sun is still below the clouds that are overhead on the horizon. So it casts all those neat shadows, and you can see these shadows, and they give a lot of contrast to the visuals. And I'm sitting there, I'm admiring the really cool looking sky at the time. And then all of a sudden, here is something moving, but there's nothing there. It is completely invisible. There's not a weird shimmery effect. Nothing like what people would describe as is like what the Predator looks like. No weird galls, nothing. It is just something solid and clear or invisible, like I said, invisible, that is moving against the cloud bank and actually affecting the cloud bank and leaving a wake behind it. And it was moving as I'm watching it on the through my windshield. It's moving at a clip like this, about double the speed of what an aircraft would be moving visibly. It was really weird. So I have my phone up on a magnet on my dash. So I just turned my camera on and tap, 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 started taking pictures. And you can see some of the pictures from inside the truck once Ron snags them, if he finds them. If not, we will find them and we will show you guys. But the effect that it left on the clouds, it was detected on the camera, and the anomalies were there. And it's really weird because what the camera picked up was different than what I was seeing with my eyes. And it was really bizarre. So immediately I do what we normally do, and I start documenting the data. So that way it doesn't get skewed. My brain doesn't start, taking the memory and sculpting it into something fantastical. It's just purely, here's the data. This is what you saw. It's typed out. There's pictures to accompany, and I sent it to Ron. So he gave me a call back and we talked about it. Originally, we're not going to share it on the show. We were just going to kind of sit on it and look it over. And then a few days later, the day after the powwow, something else happened.
That's the weird part.
And that was the weird part. And that's when we decided, well, we're going to talk about it this week. And we were going to put it all together and we were going to talk about it because there was that second sighting. Now, that second sighting doesn't make any sense whatsoever because now I'm driving home. It's sunset. So we've got a gorgeous, gorgeous pink sky, brilliant colors, crazy looking. It's awesome. So I'm just admiring the sky once again. Rick Skinner, thank you. Alien Costume Maintenance Fund. Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Appreciate that. That's
a real thing. It
really is. We actually upgraded the alien costumes recently, and we very much appreciate that. Hope you guys that have seen the upgrades enjoy them. And for Rick, here we go, buddy. I'm gonna throw you one up here. Maybe if it behaves. So now here we are. I'm driving down the road and I call Ron when this one happens because I'm like, Ron, you are not going to believe this. In the distance, I saw this literally the stereotypical sport model.
Yep.
The disc UFO that you see in the I want to believe picture. It's that. My brain knows it's that. My brain also knows that's not what I'm really seeing. And I call Ron and I'm like, why am I seeing this? Because it did the whole floating leaf thing and then stopped. Like it went 1, 2, 3, stop. And it stopped at a tilt. Now, what makes funny about that tilt? That's the exact same tilt that I put the statues on after I made them.
Yep.
And I'm asking Ron, why am I seeing this? Because I know I'm not, I honest to God, don't think I really saw it. I don't know what was going on. Why was that perception there?
Right. And that's what I told you. I was like, well, why did you see that particular thing?
Uh-huh.
That doesn't make sense. Like if you're going to see it, that's one thing. But why did you see it exactly like, the thing that you made? And
Right.
I just found the image. So
It's
I'm
so
gonna
weird. Like
look
that
in here.
that to me, it's really deep. It's really weird. We're getting into some like meta kind of
Well,
philosophy here, but like what the heck?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of folks think that that wasn't pareidolia when we saw the that face in the clouds during
That's true. Yeah,
filming
the
of
alien head that was in the
yeah
class.
during filming of Paranormal Horizons. So, a lot
Yeah,
of
I think I
folks
still
think
have
that.
him in here.
Yeah, yeah, he's that was something, so, to a lot of people. But I do have that image. Let me go ahead and get rid of this one. Remove from studio. Put us over here into presentation mode. This one, right? Nope, not that one. Where's it at? These things, I swear. Hang on, I'll get it.
Yeah, there you go.
And then you do this, right? Yeah,
Yep.
that's it.
And then
Okay.
throw
Hey, I'm learning. What do you know? All right, so let's do share screen and window. Here it is. Okay, so here is the sky, right?
you can see the plastic on the edge of my windshield here.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a good shot of the sky. I'm driving. I'm doing 70 miles an hour. I'm getting the best shot that I can possibly get.
I'm pretty impressed you got the shot, to be honest. I'm
Well,
very
it honestly, I'm not sure that it wouldn't have worked had the phones not be advances where they are now.
right. Well, we're going to see if this thing will work because we're taxing a little bit here. So let's see. I'm going to scale in. Okay. I'm going to go up and see if we can find this.
Yeah, because I think right in that area.
It's in this area somewhere. Now, what's really crazy is I'm like, that's interesting, but I don't really see anything. But when I zoom in,
Yeah, you got to zoom in.
you're going to see it. And something don't look right when I zoom in. And let's see. It's somewhere in this area. There it is, I think.
No, it's not that far on the edge. Go to the plastic edge.
Go to the what?
Go down a little bit. Because
Down.
I think you can see it's just over the edge of the plastic.
There's the plastic right there.
Okay, so go
up. Yeah, it's right there, isn't it? This is it. Let me zoom in. There it is. I can see it right above.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that's it. It's right there.
Right there in that light.
Yeah, look at the distortion across the sky. Let me bring it out a little bit for us. That'll help people see it a little bit better. So let me go over here. Let's go to Lumetri. Let's sharpen it just a little bit. And let's just do some contrast. That'll bring it out. You will see it there. If I can get it to work. Is it doing anything? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it's right there. That little sphere of empty space there, that's almost in the middle.
Yeah. Pull it out.
But you can see the line. You can see that contrast on the above and below that little opening.
Yeah, it's right in here. And I don't know why it's not responding any faster than that, but yeah, you can see the weird line that's gone through here, though. It doesn't make sense, and it's not consistent with the rest of.
The photograph. Okay, here we go. Here's another good.
You can see it going through there.
Yeah, right there. You can see the distortion through the cloud.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you guys can see this. How well you can see right there by my ring finger. I don't know how well that comes through, but that's a different photograph of the same area.
It's wild. It's definitely something that seems to be there that isn't there, and I don't know what did that. I mean, you could say wind, but there's no other. It's just in that one little section. That's the weird part. Could be wind, but I don't know.
Well, it's just
you saw it
in a straight line. If wind could have done that across the entire horizon in a straight, like that's cool. I'd like to see it happen. I just sent you another picture in Messenger, zoomed in. See if you can grab that and throw it up on the.
You
if
have
not,
a shout out request up there.
Where we got a shout out? Where's it at?
Scroll up, you'll see it.
Oh, Jordan Booker, can you give a shout out to Francis and Maddie?
Sure
Absolutely.
can.
Shout out to Francis and Maddie.
All right. I'll be back.
Thanks for listening, guys. We appreciate you.
See. Where did you send it?
I sent it to Messenger just to you.
Oh, that's why I can't find it. Gotcha. Hang on. Yeah, I see it. Oh, yeah, that turned out really good. Let's just see if we can share that. I doubt it'll let me. All right, that's annoying, Dave. Okay, let me see. I don't know if I can do this one. I'm gonna, you know what? I'll just do it like this. Save image, and we'll pop it over here in the same thing, and it should be, it should work good. Yeah, this one shows it really, really good, guys. So just bear with me. This is pretty cool. All right, just save that. Okay, let's get out of that. And let's go back to the show. Back to here. Image. And it should be in here. Yep, there it is.
There you go.
Now we can see it. So let's zoom in there. See that? See the striations in the clouds?
Right in the middle of the screen. It
Look at
looks
that.
almost like fingerprint lines.
Isn't that wild?
Now imagine that, but it was going all the way across the horizon in a straight line.
That is wild. I mean, I don't know. Of course, I'm no weatherologist, but
Yeah, I'm not a cloud scientist.
I'm not a cloud scientist.
But anybody who wants to take a shot at it and can tell us what it is, I am all ears because
yeah,
I watched it occur.
the fact that you
the
watched
clouds
it
were there
form,
were ripply, just like what you were seeing above and below it. And then it looked like originally, just like if you were to take your finger and go across a bowl of whipped cream and how it would affect the clouds, that's what it looked like. And then those striations were the aftermath.
I do like whipped cream.
Right?
Yeah, especially my coffee. It's really good in coffee. But hang on a sec. I'm going to do this one more time because I got it set up now. Close that. And let's open that. And let's do that. Okay, here we go. Check it out. Now you can see it. See it?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just, and it's
Look at
that cluster is just right in that area.
That's wild, man.
Like it's in that part of the sky, but it went in a full band straight across. I don't know what to make of it, but I watched it happen.
Yeah, well, that's the weird part. You saw all these things forming. You see?
Yeah.
You guys can see it really good there. You can see them in there. See all those strands, the bands that just go through there. That's without doing anything to it. So,
and you guys remember what the original picture looked like, zoomed all the way out.
Yeah.
This is a small portion of the sky.
That's a very small portion.
The sky wasn't that large.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not.
I mean, it was big. It was probably.
I'm surprised you got this though. I'm just, very surprised that you got that. So, congratulations. I think I even told you that. I was like, well, congratulations.
You did. It's very
remarkable that you got it.
It's a pretty interesting shot. I don't know what to make of it.
Yeah.
Enzo says, how big was the thing? Those lines look like they're pretty spaced apart. Yeah, they're really not. So if you were to go, because the cloud deck was low that morning.
So wait, you know what we can do? I'll tell you what we can do.
Do a side by side blown up with.
Well, we were actually going to, like I said, we weren't even going to talk about this thing, and it was just like, you know what? Yeah, we'll share it. But if you want, we'll make a little 10-minute explanation type side by side comparison video and whatnot for these guys, and that way you guys can take a look at it. I mean, it wouldn't take us that long to do, and we'll throw that together and put it up there maybe next week or something for you. That way, you guys can weigh in on it. Maybe you know what it is. Maybe you can get a hold of a cloudologist or this cloud.
Because it was just really weird. Like to the naked eye, Enzo, just to give you an idea, and this is a very low cloud deck. very low cloud deck that morning. It was I would have to, if I go back, I went and looked at the MEDAR data, and I'm wanting to say the cloud deck was only like 2,000 feet.
I forget what it was. You told me, and I
Yeah.
don't remember what you said it was.
The cloud deck was 2,000 feet, but this was also in the fog.
Yeah.
Because there's a little bit of fog you can kind of see. There was some atmospherics going on. But this thing on my dashboard was about the size of a pea.
Yeah.
Moving across at about that speed.
Yeah.
And I just so happened to catch it. The only reason I caught it was because the way the sun was causing that rippled shadow effect. This thing disturbed that shadow.
It was an incredible sunrise that morning too.
Oh, it really was. The sunrise was amazing.
I actually took the picture of the sunrise that morning, completely separate of Joe. Didn't know anything about this. I was driving back and took a picture of the sunrise as well that morning, and it's it was really pretty. I ain't no sky daddy, but that seems odd. Yep, man. There you go. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, Joe, wonderful lines like the line that was on there. Not the object itself, but those lines. Depending on the situation, it could have been like maybe you had a small like smudge from a thumbprint on the lens itself, maybe.
Well, if you actually look at the full picture, it goes the full length of the
No, it's the full length of the frame.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I said let's do a full thing.
We just looked at we zoomed in on one because to zoom in on that photo, you have to go in really tight.
But you're right. It looks like that's what I would compare it to, Dave. I would compare it to a thumbprint that was just stretched out across the sky. And the fact that you saw it being formed is another thing that has to be taken into consideration. So that's weird. Well, we got byproduct of geoengineering. I mean, aliens.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not.
I'm not saying it ain't,
Well, if Tom said cloud seeding, if it was cloud seeding, it was being cloud seeding by something that wasn't visible to the naked eye.
Aliens. Aliens.
But yeah, it was completely invisible. It looked literally like, you're looking at me through this. There's no minimal distortion. The only distortion that was being made was what was being physically impressioned onto the clouds that it was flying through or moving through.
Yeah, it's definitely different. Like I said, oh, look at that. Wow, that's so strange. Something was up there invisible to naked eye. Well, yeah, and that happens a lot, Mount Hood. It
does happen quite a bit. Here's
that one or two times.
Here's something that was invisible to the naked eye.
Oh yeah, you got that. Yeah. That's a good example.
It's a pretty shot, by the way.
Thank you.
Nice.
That's a satellite.
Stars.
That's a satellite.
And then here it comes.
That's not a satellite.
Oh, nice.
It was also not visible to unaided eye. That was only visible.
And it was invisible to thermal as well.
Right. It was above 940 nanometers, or we wouldn't have caught that.
I remember this. That's the one that made that U-turn, sort of.
That's it. Yep. And then does the warp. Yeah. Boom. Gone. Just like that. So. Ready? Go ahead.
Got one. I'm on it. It's moving.
Record it.
Yep, I've got him.
Good
He
job.
just buzzed by an aircraft that mocked Jesus.
Yeah, we couldn't see that. And you caught that one on thermal. So we've definitely proved that there are things that can be seen both either on thermal and not on any other night vision, or on night vision and not on thermal. And it just throws your sense of how is that even possible? It's I don't know. We're still trying to figure all that out.
With the comparison to the brightness from with the aided eye of that thing, unaided, like the space station going over is about as bright as that object was when we see it first aided.
Right. You're absolutely
Pretty
right.
wild.
So, yeah. So that was a funny little bit there. Yeah, Rick. That's Joe's new term for that speed. The government likes to say at an unbelievable speed, and Joe just gave it a name.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Anyway, you guys want to see some footage from an actual investigation we did some time ago, and we'll tell some little stories about that. Also have a story that was sent in from one of you guys. It's actually sent in from Uru. And yeah.
Guru.
And that's loaded up over there somewhere.
Nice.
I think it's in notes, maybe. So we've got a few things, and we'll go over that because I don't know. Let's go over this one first. Let me find, because there's like three of these things that I did, the clips for us. So we'll see which one we want to go on to first. There's a couple that are kind of spooky. You know what? I think let's do the one where Joe got touched by the weird thing that was invisible, since we're talking about invisible things. This is the one where Joe got touched by the weird thing. You know, that's what this one is. So
Yeah.
let's Joe, put us in presentation mode.
And it wasn't Dave.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Wasn't. All right, you there? All right, you ready? Yeah, nope, not that one. That's not it, is it?
Yeah, when you throw it up there.
Oh, it will go up. Okay,
Yeah,
here we go then. All right, here we go. Let's everybody enjoy. This has never been seen.
Like, I'm not really feeling a whole lot right now.
Yeah, it came and went, I'm sure.
But I was playing with this.
Yeah. Yeah, I looked down the hall and saw you do
And
it.
I was just fooling around with this thing. And then there was like this, I felt like it went this way, like back and forth. And my...
yeah, they've gone way down now.
It's gone way down.
Yeah,
But like,
there was a physical reaction.
well, look at this arm, Dave. You can still see.
So you want to describe it? It is weird.
It was dang near a religious experience.
Okay. What did it feel like exactly?
Warm flush.
Okay.
My eyes started to water.
I can verify that. I saw that.
I got goosebumps all over me.
Yes, verify that.
And yeah, it was just, and now I just feel really warm.
I feel the warm right here. Yeah, that was a weird one. As far as the investigations go, that was I think that might have been the first time that we were all together on
Yeah, it was the first time the three of us ever did anything all
collective,
together.
right? Yeah, it was a collective investigation.
Yeah.
And that was what was interesting about that was we had a lot back then. We thought we had a lot of equipment, but we had a lot of equipment that we were running on that investigation. And there were hits here and there, but on this particular one, what is weird about this, and now it's not, because hindsight's everything. This is how we learned that some of this phenomena works, right? We were just doing baselines. Nothing was set up for record. You called out and I came running up the hallway, and when I got there, you were kind of just, for lack of a better word, you weren't freaking out, but you weren't 100% you, and you were trying to rationalize what just happened. You had like tears in your eyes. I remember that. And there was all these like massive goosebumps.
Like, I'm a hairy individual.
Like, just massive goosebumps.
Yeah, I have like what looks like an aura on my arm. That's just hair, guys. I'm not, fancy, but like standing on end like a cat.
Yeah. It slimed me. Someone said that. Oh yeah, this is right. I've always heard Joe was a little bit better. There you go.
Yeah, right.
We all know that.
The weird thing about that,
so it's
that location though.
That's true. This is literally what this was. This was that moment when, I heard him and I went running down the hallway and he's standing there like, I'm like, what's going on? Oh, what's going on? What is it, David?
Well, the weird thing about at that location, it seems like that location's seasonal.
Yeah.
I mean, they have stuff that happens year round, but
probably
the
based upon people.
actually starts up. It started up again about a couple of weeks ago from the last show where Joe was absent, where the guy saw the thing outside by the window.
Isn't that wild? That's wild,
man.
Slow typing.
Sorry for the slow typing. We all know that the government has technology that they don't tell us about. It could be either our own technology, because we know we have plasma technology, but it could also be extraterrestrial
or something in between.
Yep.
Literally. It could be a lot of things.
LR says, big question is, was Joe laughing? And that's when things are getting strange.
No, Joe has not really had this kind of reaction around me except for one other time.
Yeah.
And that was with the Bigfoots or whatever it was sighting at the farm. That was almost the same type of reaction that brought about.
Yeah.
And that's weird because literally when Joe gets freaked out, Joe usually laughs. So I've come to realize that if Joe's doing this, it's really freaking serious. But if he's laughing, it's just kind of serious.
Right.
So
it's like, let's push this a little more. Let's see what we can do. This is getting interesting.
Yeah.
We need to take Joe to the Bigley location someday.
Oh man, I'd love to.
That place would definitely get you moving.
The the only thing that I could describe it as is like I said, it was very akin to a religious experience.
Yeah. It was wild. I had an experience at Mansfield State Prison doing her ghost hunt. I had to tell this thing no. I kept feeling pressure between my shoulder blades and the back of my skull during a ghost hunt. Yeah, right. We've seen some people have weird experiences on ghost hunts, and I mean being touched physically. There's been some weird stuff. Let's just say that. I don't doubt any of it. I don't know what they are by any means, but there was something there, and there's definitely a presence. And we have some more footage. So what's Mark saying?
The ghosts of St. Mary's children reveal themselves audibly, visibly, touching and moving things about. 3 specific children, 1 boy, 2 girls.
I've heard of that, actually. Let's see. Was it video file? Yeah, video file. The next one I think we're going to do is the one that really got to us because and neither one of us laughs at this. It's just kind of like, it's not really spooky, but it was definitely the first time we got, I would call it almost visceral psychokinetic validation. That seems to be the best word for it. We were in a room and we were conducting an EVP experiment, and there's other things that happen in there. And I'll play the clip for you. Here you go.
Hold on. Go ahead. Take it back.
Oh, okay.
Put it in the presentation.
Whoop.
Go for it.
Okay. Let's back up. Wait, is that it? Let me get rid of this one. Remove. Add to stage. Back it up.
Do you know who you are? Stink bug.
So I'm going to take this off for just a second and let you see this.
That was a stink bug.
No, I didn't hear it. Oh, hit the window.
Hit the window and it was landed over there.
Joe?
Yeah. Your light just turned color.
Yeah, so I'm going to play this. I'll hit this back for us and let you see this part again. That just came off my light. That's the filter.
Yeah.
So the light get brighter.
And it turned white against the wall.
Okay. This, once it's on here, is not that easy to get off there. I mean, it's just not. Once it's on, it has a rubberized, and it was completely on, by the way. You can feel this and tell me.
Yeah.
Now, does that feel like that will come off easy?
No, I'm able to move the entire head. Like
You
the
should
head
be.
wants to move before that moves.
You know what that is. I mean, this is a high gear. This is for hiking. You're not going to lose this. So what's interesting about this one, Joe? You said it's a stink bug that hits the window. Listen to this. I was playing it today, playing it back and listen to this part. I mean, it's loud.
Yeah.
Listen again. Listen again.
Do you know who you are? Right there. Stink bug.
Two. There's
Yeah,
two.
and now, but it was like I could see it though, because the window,
You
the light
saw
come
it.
through the window. Yeah, you could see it like flicking the window.
So what's really crazy about this one? We've talked about this one before. That's one of the few that we have showed before. But get Oz the blessing over there, please.
I did. I
Oh.
threw it up there under the video, and we're gonna
Okay.
throw you the blessing up there now. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Oz. We greatly appreciate it.
Well, I don't see my other light.
You know, Ron, that
I was looking
the
for it.
room, the room that was in where like just like the bug hit.
Yeah.
Ironically, the location of that room on the outside is very close to where our friends saw the apparent apparition at, and it's not been the first time it's appeared. I'm not saying it's related to that room, but
Right.
it has been near
Right.
that room on the outside.
Right. Absolutely. So these are the lenses that go on those lights, and
Yeah.
they're rubberized on the inside here. Once those go on, they don't come off. Like this is
Yeah,
made
you have
for-
to actually get something behind it to remove it.
like you said, these are made to where you turn this to focus your lens, right? You don't want it to come off while you're focusing your lens. That would be a bad design. But they're removable, yes, but they're very hard to get off. And this is the green lens. So this is the one I actually had on it. I've got the red lens on it right now, wherever it's at. But yeah, that's LED Lenser. That's the company that the light was made
It just peeled away from the
by itself.
face
Yeah.
on its own, and it was so weird. Tom said, I was putting a new roof on the original Wells house in Sistersville, West Virginia. I went up to the attic to look for a leak, and the attic door, which was plywood, lifted up and slammed down to the attic access, and it trapped me inside the attic. I thought it was my workers playing a trick until I saw them outside on the ground working.
Oh wow.
Man.
Wow.
It kind
He
of
said
be
scared
poltergeist activity.
Now that is crazy.
But Lotus Flower said, just think of the stuff that may be affecting you that is not detectable by your senses.
Exactly.
And back
Really?
then, we didn't have the gear we have now. We'd be able to pick up some of the other stuff. It's just really strange that specifically, like you said, the psychokinetic energy.
Yeah. Something
This-
moved that.
Something pried, not just moved it, something pried it away.
Yeah.
There
Well,
was force applied.
Well, there's also another part of this story. As you recall correctly, David was in the room below us and he
Yep.
asked something to touch us or
Mess
something.
with you.
Did you,
Dave?
David? Remember what it was?
Specifically mess with Ron. Didn't you say that?
Yeah, I was trying.
Yeah.
I was goofing around.
He was goofing around, but
Yeah.
So, take that for what it is. It wasn't part of the experiment, but it kind of turned into part of the experiment.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was my light. It was right in front of me where it happened.
And how similar is that to raise a radiation spike?
It's the same
Where
thing.
they're at.
Same thing, right?
Ironically, goofing around, it seems like in my experiences when most things end up happening.
No, you're right.
When you start to play.
When you start to play. Exactly. And, that's kind of like Joe's. He doesn't provoke things. He challenges them to play. And it almost seems like when you say play, they play. They, whatever this is interested in some kind of interaction. And it's never, to us anyway, it's never been anything malicious. It's never been anything, evil. It's just been something that's curious and wants to interact. Yeah. The phenomenon.
And it says, yeah. Jen says provocation works sometimes for good, sometimes not so good. And that's why we don't like using provocation because you get into a situation where things can go south. Juliana McGill says, I do think of those things. I rebuke any negative energies and entities or beings from going against my free will without my consent and in the name of Jesus and the law of one. Amen.
I don't
That's
think that anything can honestly go against your free will. And that's me because I think that's what free will is. We have the choice to do that. Can it influence you? Yeah. But you in the end are the one who makes the decision. Yeah, I think so. It doesn't hurt to be there. I'll be honest with you, Gianna, it doesn't hurt to be there with someone who's a pastor. So I feel a little bit better with that.
Former.
You're never former. You've been told this. You know, you go where you're needed. I've seen it. So, you know, labels, Joe, labels.
Yep. So it's one of these things where specifically that night we had some really, really interesting things happen. And then we were able to solve a few of the problems as being electromagnetic and things of that nature. It's you know, but the thing with that headlamp always struck me as odd because how hard it is to remove that lens.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, dude, that's the same. If you watched any of our stuff, that's the same lights we use on Paranormal Horizons. It's the same lights we used on the investigation
if you knew
series.
how many times we tried to recreate that,
you can't.
It's just
you can't. You can literally throw them down; they won't fall off. You're going to have to pull it off, and you have to pull it off hard to get it.
And once there were a couple of times that Ron even took it all the way out to the very edge, and it was just barely on the edge of the lip, and he was even hitting the table.
It'll stay on. Yeah, it'll stay.
Yeah, he was hitting the table trying to jar it enough to make it come off, and still wouldn't budge.
We're our own pastors, intuition and intent. There you go. Yeah. There's a lot to that. I think we've all come to learn that there's a lot to intent, haven't we, Joe?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Lotus Flower said, I went out on the deck one night and put my hands together and chanted Om, the sound of the universe. And that moment, a loud, and I mean really loud, explosion happened nearby.
Wow. That's wild, huh?
That poor anthill.
Right.
An entire colony of ants imploded under the pressure of Om.
Yep.
Larry, what's going on, brother? Good to see you here tonight. Hope you guys are out there having a good time, and hope you're home from work, my man. I've seen what happens when someone provokes way too much. It can become very dangerous situation extremely fast. It's why I refuse to provoke. I've had better results being nice anyways. Yeah, absolutely, man.
If you talk to most serious researchers, they won't provoke. That's something that most people do who are looking for drama, looking for some kind of response for the cameras, something like that. But yeah, we don't provoke.
Ron, you'll remember before this is before Joe's back in the ghost event, our ghost what we call it?
Ghost Watch. It was Ghost Watch.
Yeah, Ghost Watch. Which has been quite a while back. I mean, I remember back then there was, I won't mention names, but there was a couple we had to scold for provoking, like, hey, like in a very nice way. When I say scold, weren't like unprofessional about it, but we had one or two in that group that liked to try to provoke things, and we're kind of like, hey, that's not cool. So,
well, I think a lot of people that do that, some do it for other reasons too. They do it because they don't really believe it's there, and they need something to, to push them back. But they don't realize you don't get responses from things you provoke. That's not how that works. If you want responses, it's just like anyone else or anything else. You've got to show actual intent. What's your intent? That's the issue. And I think that's also how it works for us out in the field when we got those responses from those lights, doing those experiments. It's the same.
I think you risk attachment as well.
Well, I mean, you're attachment, so you're here. You attached. Try to exercise you and you keep coming back. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah.
YouTubers provoke. It makes everyone look dumb. Indeed, it does.
Yeah. So
That's if you provoke, that's the only way you're gonna have demons scratch your back every single time.
yeah. Anyway,
Sometimes there's just an itch that can't get scratched, and you need that extra help. Isn't that Mr. Baggins?
there was what was the other thing we did? Because we did some other stuff too while we were there. Let me find that one. Let's see.
Jordan says it's counterintuitive. Why would anyone or why would someone want to engage with me if I aggravated them?
Right. Okay. Take us to premiere mode again, sir.
You got it.
That'll work. And Dave, this is was something interesting that we figured out. You and I were actually testing some app-based stuff that night because it was popular at the time. We tested Ovilus, believe it or not, and we've seen weird stuff with that over here live on the show.
We've been visited by our co-hosts.
We've tested the Ovilus. We tested SLS cam. We tested an EMF meter, and we tested something Joe was running was the ultrasound. Device.
Infrasound.
Yeah, infrasound detector, which worked fine. And this is, I actually have an image here, a good video of you showing how the actual result of the EMF meter, the app actually works. And we'll actually talk a little bit about that afterwards, but here we go.
Besides I've got my GoPro here recording.
Okay.
And of course, I'm experimenting with this EMF on my phone.
We've been experimenting with a few little apps too, just to see what happens with them. We tried the SLS cam thing. It's interesting. I'm not convinced it's doing anything other than what I've always said. I think that they're programmed to find a certain shape, and once they find something that kind of looks like that, they assign it. So I don't know. I'm still out on that stuff. Maybe a real one, but the app-wise, I don't know.
With this EMF meter, the way it's working on this now, that's actually
doing something, isn't it?
It's working pretty good. Well, one thing I've noticed about it, you have to set these things down.
Yes.
Because
I see it.
Every little thing spikes. I have it on about 75%.
That's impressive. Yeah, most people don't know that their phones actually do. Yeah.
But now sit down.
They actually do pick up electromagnetic.
So if I go over here towards Ron's recorder,
it goes up.
So this is actually working as expected so far. I'm actually kind of impressed with it. So go over Ron's.
That is pretty impressive. And I stand by that. That's pretty impressive. That's what it should do. Like that's what an EM meter does. And why that works is because your phone's technically has everything it needs to do just that. It can transmit as well as receive. So that's how that works.
Lotus Flower says electricity in most forms is used as a bridge between physical and non-physical beings. It gives the non-physical some entry here with the laws of nature. And we have a toy that we're going to use in a future investigation in alleged haunted facilities where we're going to crank up the voltage and just see what happens.
Yeah, this thing's pretty cool, and it was supposed to have been deployed last year during
for Paranormal Horizons, but that episode just never happened.
It never happened because they kept telling us to do this, so we did what they told us, and now we can do whatever we want, I guess, because we did their bidding. No, that's a true story, really. But yeah, I mean, modern day cell phones are almost like a full blown tricorder. They really are.
Yeah.
There's one for iPhone. It's like the physics work toolkit or something like that. It's awesome. And it's got accelerometers on it. It's got vibration sensors. I mean, it's awesome. And it actually, will export the data for you. So yeah, they're actually very good investigation tools, but some of these apps are just, they're made for giggles, right? They're not really
Oh
They're
yeah,
not
they're fun
really
and games.
fun and
Good to see you
games.
back here, NW. Thanks for jumping back on.
Hey.
So, the infrasound detector.
Yeah.
This is one, and we talked about this in Paranormal Horizons too. The infrasound detector, everybody always claims that Bigfoot uses infrasound, and that's how they zap you. We've been zapped, so to speak, and the infrasound detector detected zilch. It didn't peg nothing. It didn't pick anything up. The only time I have ever had that infrasound detector do anything other than nothing
Was that night?
was up at Kelly and I went on a hike, and we were up near a radio tower
Oh, well, yeah.
up on top of a ridge. And the only time I ever had that thing actually metric at all was when we were close to that tower.
Mhm.
It was picking up the infrasonic vibration from the power source for the tower.
Well, that night we picked up a couple of infrasounds, but I don't know if they were related to anything.
Right.
That's the thing. But no, nothing spectacular anyway.
Well, we had a lot of equipment running too.
We did.
Yeah.
So it very well could have picked up some of that. There were also infrasound is also a big issue with HVAC units.
Right.
And
Right.
some of the places we were picking up infrasonic
Yeah.
detections were near the big HVAC systems.
Mhm. Yep.
Because it was down there in that main hall by the
That's right.
yeah.
Yep.
Especially older units too.
Yes, they were older units. Mount Hood Project Bigfoot says, not to change the subject, but that's what we do here, my friend.
Oh, that's how that works. You're
Welcome
perfectly
to
fine.
a live radio show. But we had a weird sighting in the sky a few months ago in Vancouver, Washington. There was a weird object in the sky for a long time.
Huh.
We have the video. It was not a drone. It was floating in the sky for a long time and somewhat mid-range altitude. Then it slowly drifted into the clouds and disappeared.
Oh, wow.
Well, Mount Hood Project Bigfoot, if we operate like a collective, we help other researchers examine their data. We put our skills and our tools to use to help other people out on a regular basis. Our email address is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. If you would like to share that with us and have us take a look, we could definitely take a look. That is completely up to you. And we will share the results with you before anybody else. And go from there. That'd be really cool. The last time we got to work with somebody over on the West Coast, we were doing some it was actually some Bigfoot audio. And then previously before that was one of the coolest orbs we've ever seen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We know, and Washington State tends to be a hot spot of paranormal activity anyways.
It really does. It's just like West Virginia. It's like the West Coast, West Virginia.
Crickets is at my iPhone. If there's a crickets, good luck recording noise at night. You ain't kidding there. That's absolutely true. 100%.
And that's on everything. That's on a Zoom. That's on iPhones, Amazon. It's that frequency that crickets, cicadas, and the katydids chime in on. It just blows everything else out. Awesome. We'll be looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
We're happy to help out.
Yep.
LR said, Mount Hood, they'll get back quick. I can attest to that.
Yeah, no one knows about that one, do they, LR? We solved a case about, was it a week ago, I think, back when it was pretty quick too. I mean, literally really quick. We were able to determine it was just conventional air traffic, but it was really cool and it was really fast, and it was neat to go through all the steps. And sometimes it's not anything, sometimes it is, but it's always fun trying to figure it out.
And it's it's always we just enjoy being able to help out where we can, you know, and especially in this field, there's not a lot of that, especially once you get to a certain level, so to speak.
Yeah.
Like the levels are so asinine. But realistically, like if you once you start showing up on TV and once you start, you're I'm elite and I'm this and I'm an expert. No, screw that.
No. We've been on TV. We're not experts. We're good.
No, we're still
good.
human. Guys.
We have to correct people on that. If we were experts, we'd have all the answers, and we'd probably be sharing that, and we wouldn't have anything else to be looking for, will we? I mean, we know everything. Yep. So we don't know everything, and that's the problem. We have a lot of people running around acting like they do know everything. We have people who want to tell you that every light you see that in the sky that you can't explain is a Starlink or it's satellite or
it's Zorp's mothership.
Exactly. Or drones. And the fact is you can't say that because you weren't there.
Oh, don't forget balloons, Ron.
I'm sorry, I forgot the balloons. That's number one, right? However, we do know that because we were there. We've conducted those experiments. We've looked at that data and we can verify these things and we do it with the witnesses. We don't just, it's always demons.
It's always, hang on. It's always demons. There we go.
Jen says Ron or Joe probably missed it. A bit earlier in the chat, Angelic Crusader said he sent you something on Facebook. Yeah, I didn't see that.
That's close, Ron.
There, that's what I was trying to do. Sorry about that.
Your my little sound. Mine was kind of.
Where's it at? Facebook?
I'm looking at it. Look at Wild and Weird. See if it's there.
Sorry, I have to do that. It's just fun. Okay, let me see. Facebook. Had it closed.
I'll look at Wild and Weird Radio. You look at Wild and Weird West Virginia. We'll see where it's at. Might have even come to your personal. I don't know, Ron.
I don't see anything.
We got one over here at Wild and Weird Radio. Let's see if it's from.
Is that it?
If it'll open. There, finally. Now we're moving.
Yeah, I got nothing over here on this one.
Nope. We got an invitation to a Christmas party in another country.
Oh, yeah. I'll get right on that.
Didn't get. Unfortunately, I don't see anything over here.
Send the send a mail up there and have them send it to that.
It's up there. Angelic Crusader, shoot it over to that Gmail account that's scrolling at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, I got that open right now. So as soon as it comes in, just let me know. I don't know why.
Thanks again. Thanks for catching that.
Sorry about that.
If it's a Northern European country where it gets a little bit darker a lot sooner throughout the year, let's say like Denmark, where they get darkness.
I say we go and we can do
some a heartbeat. What is it?
I said we can go do some star watching.
Heck yes, what I'm thinking. Take a telescope. If I were in Denmark this time of year, I'd be heaven and earth for me because dark skies.
Okay.
All right. So,
well, anyway, while that's coming through, if you want to send that,
on Facebook. I looked in there. That's the one I looked at, and the newest thing I had was that.
Why is it not coming through? That's weird.
I don't know.
And I should also get a note over here, a message over here in the mail for that, and I don't have one. Oh, that's just weird.
Yeah, I'm looking at it again real quick. I'm going to see if it just didn't load right.
Could be that. Nothing there. Nothing there.
Nothing there.
That's weird.
Yeah, Wednesday was the most recent.
Notifications. Let's see. Hang on. Wild Weird Radio. Nope. You're right. The only thing I see is the same one, the
Yeah.
invitation to wherever that's.
Natala Solidario.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, sure, that's real.
Right.
See that? Anything there? No.
All you have to do is send your euros here.
Oh yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm good. Thanks. Thanks.
I have so many euros.
Mm. Okay, there we go. Yeah, wild and weird WV at gmail.com. That's where you send your stuff. We'll
Rick.
definitely get that.
The flash of light you saw in the sky was not a UFO. Swamp gas from a weather balloon was trapped on a thermal pocket and reflected in the light from Venus.
It's true. It's true.
That's classic.
I believe
Literally.
that. Yeah, I believe that's probably possible at this point.
The messenger over at Wild and Weird
Oh.
Paranormal Talk over in the group page.
We have that. Let me see.
Why
Hang
you
on.
killed those?
Oh yeah, if it's the chat thing, that doesn't work. But there should be messages. Yeah. Oh wait, there's an pending approval here. Maybe it's in this.
Oh, it was a post to the page.
It's not. No,
Never mind.
that's not it. What in the world? Yeah, I don't see it. See strange encounters and whatever. That's been closed off. You can't get to that anymore. And yeah, I don't see anything over there. Well, that's weird. We're not getting messages for our page.
Huh.
Oh.
That
Well, that's
is-
good to know. You beta tested that for us. Thanks. Very strange. Huh. Yeah.
Weird. No clue. Send it to that Gmail
Yeah,
real
I
quick
don't
if you
know.
don't care.
I don't know what's going on with
That is so odd.
I'm not seeing anything over there.
Larry, I hate when Venus causes that, right? Mount Hood says, I have longer videos of the strange light in the sky that night. Sweet. Well, if we need those, we'll definitely
Get a hold of
tap
you.
you to get a hold of them. We'll take a look.
Hmm.
And if you ever need help with any kind of audio analysis, let us know too. We can do that for you.
All right, go ahead and download this. And now it's going to be in the files. So I'll put that in there. And all right, yeah, that'll work. So we'll put that in a file and we'll look at that this week and we'll get back to you and see if you might need some more footage. Definitely going to need some more info. I'm sure of that. And see what I can find for you in there and then get it back to you. And there you go. It's yours. If you want to share it, let me know, let us know and we'll put it over here.
Yep.
Let the community have a look at it. Where's that story? It's in notes.
Yeah, it's in notes. I've got it up.
Go ahead. You can go ahead and
All
read
right, Uru.
one of our members here sent in one of those stories. So go ahead and
It all started when my half sister had some of her friends over, and me, being a lot younger than her, was curious and snuck into the room that they were using. I do not know who, what, or where, and when, and all the whys of it all, but somehow a Ouija board, an old style one, made it into the group. I wasn't there for anything, and honestly, I don't remember much. What I do remember is that whatever they got in touch with liked my sister a lot. From what I was told later as an adult, the board kept being shoved into her legs. It was not right away, but at some point within the days, my dad broke the board into pieces and threw it away. Well, some time passed after this, and from what I remember, someone was throwing trash away, and there was sitting a fully not broken board. That was kind of the last straw, and after that, or after its rediscovery, the board was again broken, but this time burnt in our fire pit. A long while after, I forgot that this had all happened, and I started to write about it. Possibly a year. It was a day off of school, so I was inside watching TV. Dad was outside in the garage. Mom and my stepmom were both at work, and at some point, I fell asleep. I don't know how long I was asleep, but I woke up being choked. I swear I could feel hands around my neck, but nothing was there. The sensation upon waking was seconds long, and I had no bruising or sore throat. This section is the last of the notable experience of my younger self. I was roughly 10 at the time and decently behaved. At 10, for real. I mean, I hope my 5-year-old, once he gets 10, will be decently behaved, but we'll see. I'm just saying, I got my doubts. So on this particular day, I was home by myself, doing one of my big chores of washing dishes. It had just started when I got this deep, cold feeling down my spine. I slowly turned, and what I saw chilled me even further. Across the kitchen was a shadow figure. The figure was solid black and looked like a gingerbread man cookie. The only facial feature that I saw were eyes. They weren't much either, as they were just cut out. I could see the wall behind them through the eyes. I was so shocked and scared that I couldn't speak or move. I could only watch as the shadow raised its hand, shaped like a mitten, out to me and wanted me to grab its hand. It was at this point that I felt that I could move again. I didn't say anything. I just turned back around to the dishes, putting my back to the shadow. In hindsight, probably not the smartest idea. But then again, neither was taking the shadow figure's hand. Next thing I remember is coming to a start on the couch. I ran to the kitchen just to see. The shadow figure was gone and the dishes were done. At the start of this whole event, I had just started to do the dishes. Isn't that interesting, Ron?
Oh,
The
that's
chore
very
was
interesting.
completed. The task was completed. Very interesting. I don't know how much is gone as of right now. Speaking of missing time, I do not want to know.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
all right. That is
Yeah.
very interesting. So I'm going to share a story with you. 2 stories similar to how you shared here. First one, and we've talked about them, I think, with Reverend Michael. Last time he was on the show, I think we brought him up.
Mm-hmm.
But my wife and I were living in the old apartment before we bought the house. And I had gotten off work early because I periodically, I had stores that were 24-hour stores. So I would have to go in, and we were only allotted 45 hours a week. It was guaranteed overtime, so it was nice, but they only wanted us to hit like 5 hours. So there were certain days that I'd get to shag out of work early. This was one of those days. And I beat my wife home. My wife's a school teacher. So she got out of school around 3 something and came home. Well, I came home and I had cooked some chicken the night before and not taken out the trash. Everyone knows what that smells like when you come home and you've got an empty chicken container sitting in your trash can. So I was like, I got to take the trash out. Smells terrible. And picked up the trash. Now, I lived in a townhome, and our trash bin was, it was a big collective dumpster that was in the middle of the facility. So I had to walk about a half a block roughly to the trash bin. So I was on my way out, and I noticed my wife. Here comes her bright green Kia. And I wave. Nothing. And then I throw the trash away. And then I go back in. I go back inside. I walk up all 3 flights of stairs and go back inside. And I try to get my wife's attention. I'm like, hey, how's it going? She just sat there stoically, kind of fidgeting around in her, teacher bag, getting stuff ready. Then I'm like, well, I'm going to go. I hadn't taken off my work clothes yet, so I went to go change clothes because we were going to go out that evening. And I went and changed clothes and came back out. And when I came out of the bedroom, she was startled and actually jumped and yelled. And she asked, where did I come from? And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, I've been home for ever. I got home about an hour before you did. And I got tired of the stinky trash and took it out. And then I saw you come home. She's like, I didn't see it. Nobody was walking out there whenever I drove by. So I was like, well, that's weird. And then I said, well, I tried to talk to you. And she's like, the door didn't open. I was sitting right by the door. I would have known. No answers. Really weird case.
Very weird case.
Ron walked me back through that memory. Wasn't a full regression, but I went into a meditation and then he started asking me questions. And I floated through the steps. I remember moving and walking through cars, carrying the trash, going to the trash bin, going back, and then just looking up at the door to the apartment, going through it. And then seeing Kelly, trying to get her attention. She didn't respond. So then at that point, it was back to, I guess, me materializing back there again. That was really weird. Kelly never saw me one time, but I'd been home for a little over an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, by the time that I had made it back and she realized that I was there and I realized that she didn't realize that I was there, a lot more time had passed. It'd been about almost 2.5 hours. So fast forward, we purchased the home. We're living here at this house now. And I'm doing some work up in our garden, up in the flower bed. It was spring. It was kind of warm. And I was, again, back to me being hairy. It was hot. So I was just wearing my work pants, no shirt, and pulling out weeds in all my majesty. And while I'm doing this tedious chore, right? Just like taking out the trash. The trash was still taken out, by the way, earlier. The trash was actually not in the house anymore. The trash was taken away. I weeded the garden. And then I am interrupted suddenly by the sound of the natural gas motor of the post office. And I turn around and I look because I'm startled because there was no vehicles. I don't remember hearing a single vehicle until all of a sudden here are these sounds. And it's right beside me. And I pop up as my gate slings shut because it's on a spring and it's a wooden gate that slaps shut. So you had that wooden clap. And I spring up and there's my mail lady. And I'm like, whoa. And she looks at me and yells out, where the hell did you come from? And I was like, I've been standing here the whole time. Where the hell did you come from? And she said, you were not right there. There was no one there. And I was like, you weren't right here. How did you? We were both confused. There have been a couple other instances. I won't get into those right now. I'm not sure what was happening, but the chore was still done. Just like in Uveru's encounter. That to me is a connecting link here. There's something consistent there. The task was still done. The chore was done in the background. So that way we wouldn't notice. Is that what happened? Or were we doing the chore even though we weren't there? And then the chore was still done somehow. It doesn't make sense. Some kind of weird quantum entanglement. What do you think, Ron? What do you think, Dave?
I mean,
I've had a shadow experience. I'll let Ron go, so I go ahead, Ron.
no, I mean, I don't know what happened to you to this day. I still don't know what happened to you. And, that was one of the first really weird things that you came into other than, the Bigfoot stuff. But, that was one of the more high strangeness elements when it first started, honestly, if you think about it. So part of the journey, man. That's all I can say.
Joe, I've had one of those shadow experiences myself too, so I can definitely feel you on that one.
Gary Schuler, absolutely. Anytime you're going anywhere, you can always count on us. We got your back, man.
Let's
Thank
see.
you, by the way.
Here is
one question for you, Joe. When that happened to you, were you going through a period of your life, if you feel like talking about it publicly like this, but were you going through a time in your life at that point where you might have been on a low mentally,
dude,
or
that's like just my life.
Yeah, all the time, Dave. He's the exception to the rule.
I mean, Ron knows what I'm referring to. When I had my shadow experience, I was at a very, very low point in my life for a few months because of some things going on personally. And that's when I had my experience. Something had followed me home from a place that I was at, and I had in my own home for about 3 months. I had an experience of this things happening, hearing voices, which obviously some people may say, well, you were in a good mindset, so that you could just be, could be your mind playing tricks on you, and maybe it was, but there was actually physical things that happened. If you recall that, Ron and Joe, I've told you guys about that before. So
yeah,
the shadow experiences that hits home with me when I hear people talk about those.
Oh, well, I mean, I chase them. So, there's that.
Yeah, mine didn't. I have seen weird shadow things. I have drawn the shadow things that I've seen. None of the weird time slip things involved a shadow thing except for one time.
Mm-hmm.
And the one time caused me to look at the clock.
That's right. That's for another time.
That is for another time. That is actually for Strange Realities. You'll get to hear that.
Yeah. Yeah. But to say, people did ask us during, Paranormal Horizons when we were doing it, about the hitchhiker effect stuff. Yeah, I think it's real. And we kept telling you, we think it's real. And we'll go into that in the future, but there's weird things there. Yeah, I think so. Here's the photo.
Sweet. Oh man, that's a huge lenticular cloud.
Nice.
That's a monster. Looks like a giant cumulonimbus almost. A massive. Someone got a massive storm.
Yeah, yeah.
That's amazing.
There is a ton of power underneath that thing wherever the base was.
Oh yeah.
Look at so that's a really, really cool photo.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm no cloud scientist, but that's an amazing photo.
That is really cool.
Isn't that awesome, guys?
And like 100%, that straight up looks like the entry path from Independence Day.
It does. Looks just like, well, you know what? That's someone's going to steal this probably and be like, that's the mothership,
Right. Man, that is really cool. That is a really cool formation. And what causes that is a series of pressures.
That was on Cow Hill.
Cow Hill. So that's up in northern West Virginia.
Man, that's pretty. It's very pretty. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Well, yeah, it's obviously Circle K there. So yeah, it's obviously northern west, but yeah, that is a really cool cloud. Like, cool, so right? They call them lenticular clouds when they have that like kind of UFO shape. But man, the energy that's in that. Did you see how smooth that slope was?
It's awesome.
That's really cool.
So, you know what else is really awesome? It is the it's been the what's the sixth one of these, right? That we've done.
It is, yeah.
Is that right? My God, that's crazy. And we've come. Stop trying to one up me, David.
I should have prepared. I had some really good ones.
We've come a long way since, those early days when we did some of the other ones. I don't think I have the original intro for it anymore. But speaking of apps, we're talking about apps. And, it seems like this is the most appropriate time to see if we can get this to work. No promises. We'll just go see if it'll work. But let's see. See if it'll get it to work here. Okay. I'll turn the volume up. And
we bringing it back?
Ovilus on.
Yes.
Can you hear it? Okay. Is it on?
Prayer agent.
Did you say ancient or prayer agent?
Agent.
T? Okay, so prayer
agent.
agent. What do you want?
That means you. So, yeah. All right, prayer agent. Folks, this is a little segment we used to do back in the day. If you go back and listen to some of the early Wild and Weird radios, you're going to hear a little skit that we used to do with our old buddy. And it was
Scrape.
It was ask
That's what we did. We scraped the bottom of the barrel.
Legion.
There's Legion.
Legion, he's back. We've got Legion.
Sail.
Oh, no, it's SAIL. So
Sail.
I thought they were going to
sail away.
come sail away. So they thought they were angels, but much to my surprise, they entered the starship and headed for the skies. Ancient Aliens 101. Right there.
Absolutely.
Geek. It just called us a geek.
Spring.
Well, you're talkative tonight.
Did it call us a geek? It really did.
It did. It's a geek. Yeah.
So that's Wayne. We have Wayne here.
Probably.
We're scraping the bottom of the barrel. We're making fun of us.
Yeah, probably.
Wayne is here.
Probably. It wouldn't surprise me. But no, for really, folks, we used to pull this thing out and have this little segment at the end of the shows, and it was just fun. And a few times we did get it to.
We know it's legit if it says agree or absolutely.
Absolutely agree. Yep. If it does that, then we know it's real, and that's the only validation we'll need. But this is kind of like, one of those things we do, like I guess when Houdini passed.
Yeah, right.
They used to have the seances, remember? Because Houdini said he would contact them. So his wife would do that, as I recall. And every Halloween they would do the seance. And as far as I know, they never really made contact. So we've already beat Houdini once.
We have.
Threat.
Man.
Threat. It's talking about 3-Eye Atlas now, everyone.
Uh-oh.
Make sure everybody can hear it. Can you guys hear the Ovilus?
Oh, yeah, we can hear it.
They're saying, what is that?
November.
That's interesting.
Knit.
Oh, man.
Well, guys, it's been real. We're going to hit November.
Sorry, guys. That's the show. Probably forever. We only got about a couple of days.
Oh, this is great.
Oh man.
So what's that lineup? What's the words say there?
Let's see. We've got November hit. We've got where's the other one at? I can't see the list
yet.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of them. Threat, November hit. Let's see. Scroll down here. Geek, spring. Apparently, we're going to make it to spring, so it's not going to be too bad.
Hey, ask it about 3-Eye Atlas.
I think that's what it's talking about, Dave.
Yeah, he's a threat. Yeah, November.
Okay. So let's take this into perspective, okay? When this little app was made, oh my God,
Joe, thanks. Glad to see you back. Ron was out of freaking control last week.
I know. I started to message you and have you come on, Joe.
Dude,
anyway.
I was almost in the ER again. My kid jabbed his thumb in his gym yesterday, and we were in the ER until 11 something last night, and we we're supposed to
come.
Go. What?
It said to come.
Okay.
So go out of body. Go to it.
Anyway,
We can't take ourselves too seriously, people. Right? You know what you signed up for, and if you don't know what you signed up for, when you see us being serious, that's something completely different than
You're
what
right.
this is a time to have fun. So
Joe dies on the spot.
Measure.
measure. Hey, you remember that time it had us measure something? We're out in the woods, we're testing.
Yes.
You remember that? It
You
said
remember when it said
measure.
David?
It did. It said Dave's name, it said measure, and it said 127 or something like that. So we
Yeah.
went like 127 feet, and something happened, but I don't remember what it was. Probably missing time there now.
Yeah, that's kind
Well,
of
no,
weird.
it was all those freaking whippoorwills.
Oh, it was the oh.
Oh, hindsight.
Oh boy. It's almost like time runs in reverse sometimes with the phenomena, isn't it?
Because
Like,
that was the same. What?
you get effect before cause, you know? Measure yourself. I mean, that's just wrong.
Well, and I mean, yeah.
That could mean like, take measure of yourself as well.
So
Like reevaluate yourself.
Ron, Dave, and myself, we were out. We were playing with the obelisk in an area that had no cell signal, so there was no. We shouldn't have gotten responses. Period.
Yeah,
But it said Dave's name.
it did.
It said measure and gave us a distance, and we were getting multiple whippoorwills that night, and it was in the exact same location that we did the base camp setup for the Paranormal Horizons episode too. But that was 3 years before.
Yeah. Cause before effect. Or effect before cause. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's impossible.
That is insane.
That's impossible.
Like the coincidence, like the odds of that.
Yeah, that's weird, man.
And then the disappearing whippoorwill happened right there.
Yep. That's weird.
You guys want to, I know you guys have had this on here before, but for the people that are a little bit newer, do you guys want to explain how that obelisk actually works?
Oh, well, yeah. It's just random. And basically it's an app. It's by Digital Dowsing. We're not sponsors, but we could be. Digital Dowsing. Prayer again. I want everybody to pray. Everyone be sure to pray. So anyway, it's basically just a little, it's supposed to work off of EM.
Strange.
Yeah, it's strange. It's
what's the name of the show?
It says strange. It's supposed to, if it says reality, I'm just gonna be like, okay, we're done. But here's the thing. It's supposed to be random, right? And it's based upon certain
100.
It's based upon certain
Read.
It's based upon certain things that cause it to trigger. And I swear to God, if you go back and watch some of the earlier episodes when we did this thing, there's times when it's just quiet. It doesn't say anything. And then other times it goes nuts. So yeah, it just goes nuts sometimes. But it's random, all right? So here's the thing. This was actually created way back before Jesse has a Polter script that is freaky sometimes. So it does it too, right? It's weird because these were actually created way before AI stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. They were created way before that. And it isn't integrated. It's just an old app. It's not been updated forever. And so it's nothing like that. It's not like saying, oh, it's close to, November. So I'm going to say November to freak them out. It doesn't work that way.
No.
So that's the weird part. And you can actually go in under settings. Let me see this. You can go in under settings and you can change the amount of like sensitivity, right? You can change the sample rate so it goes fast or slow.
Bacon.
Did it say bacon?
It just said bacon.
Check the cards.
Oh, there's no freaking way.
Check the cards.
Incubus.
Incubus. Uh-oh. That's my kind of demon.
Okay. All right. So if this is freaking wavy lines, dude, I swear to God. It's not.
What's the bottom? Circle. Okay, we're safe.
We're safe. It's all good. Yeah, they're not there. So, woo, that was close. That was close.
Tag.
You're it.
It is Halloween.
Yeah.
You showed bacon and it said tag, you're it.
Yeah, right. Bacon. Tag, you're it. So yeah, anyway, you can set the sensitivity, you can set like the jitter, you can change the voices. You can change the voice to whatever you want.
Go dot
Marvelous.
Go
What?
dot the email to send video to is the email down below, scrolling on the bottom of the screen right now.
Mm. Oh yeah. Sorry. Well, you guys are sending video. Let's heck, we've got a few actually. You guys want to do a special in focus next week? We can do that.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll incorporate it with that UFO, whatever.
Okay.
I don't know, UFO, whatever the.
Yeah, let's do
really,
that.
honestly, that's really a UAP kind of phenomenon, I think.
Yeah, let's do that. So that's what we'll do next week. We'll do a in focus episode for you folks who don't know what that is. That's when we take the photos, the audio, the video that you send in to us, and we put it up here for everybody to see. It's kind of like what we did tonight with the thing with Joe's, except for it's a little bit more in depth. And you guys can get to watch it as it's happening. So it's a lot of fun. So yeah, if you got anything to send it to that address, and we'll get it up here and we'll do it live next week, and that'll be another episode of In Focus. And
there's another app there. Dave recommended GhostTube.
GhostTube. What's that one, David?
Well, that wasn't actually. It was NWHA.
NW
has it? Yeah, I've got I had it on my phone. Let me see if it's still on there. Actually, I got a new phone a while back, and I think that was one of my apps that didn't re-upload again.
Oh, yay!
So yeah, it's not on my phone now. It was on my last phone. So I got to find it again.
Remember,
re-upload it.
Halloween photos. Send them in next week. We'll show those Halloween photos too.
Yeah, let's do that. And folks, we are coming up on Mothman Day, just to let you all know.
Yes, we are.
That is a little unofficial holiday that we started years ago. Been a while. And GhostTube. There you go. And basically it's all things Mothman. You can go back and listen to those too. Every year we do one. And so this year, we're trying to get some folks to come on and tell their Mothman sighting stories or Mothman like stories. We might do something special for this. I don't know if we're going to or not. But we'll have some stuff there for it. You'll want to tune in because it will be good. Let me find it. What is Mothman Day? Mothman Day is an unofficial celebration of the great and powerful Mothman and the sightings.
Object.
Yeah.
Did you turn that off?
No, I didn't turn it off.
Oh.
No, it's not one of those situations, Joe.
So Jordan Booker asked what Mothman Day. Mothman Day, like Ron said, it is our unofficial official celebration of the anniversary of the Mothman sightings.
Mm-hmm. It'll be on the 13th this year. So yeah, it'll be on the 13th of this year. And we got some folks who are going to send in some stuff for it. So if you want to send in some stuff, please do. Stories, accounts, someone who may have seen something resembling Mothman, someone who knows something about it, something like that. But there'll be some really cool stuff. It'll be fun. Be some good stuff. When? Yeah, that's it. It'll be on the 13th of November this year.
2 weeks from now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then next week we'll do the In Focus episode.
Can you believe it's basically already Happy New Year?
No, I can't because I don't have any graphic for that.
If we measure it by shows, we are 8 shows away.
Nope, I'm good. I don't like to rush things
because we got the holiday show.
Gotta go slow. Yeah, gotta go slow because Joe, right now we're in the middle of. You should know this by now. It's good. I can get use every now and again.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So, oh, you're still there? Okay. Cannot, whatever that means. Alice, why don't you give us some parting wisdom? And let's get ready to turn you off. How about that? Notice how it stopped talking there? It was going on a crazy little rampage for a while. It's weird how that works. Wait, what? What? Mark? What's Mark saying?
Yeah, it'd be Kai or Sizote.
Sizote.
Version of Mothman, centuries old.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Why don't you come on and talk about that, Mark? If you could,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome for real.
If
I'm not
you're,
kidding.
yeah, if you got enough signal and jump on with us.
Yep.
Joe, I think you need to highlight. There you go.
My ghost tube app said he will touch you, and I'm scared.
I would be terrified.
There seems to be a theme tonight on that, by the way. Just saying.
I don't know.
That's what
I
I'm
don't
detecting.
know. It's just weird. Some weird stuff going on. So anyway, that's kind of how that rolls, and that's you'd love to. Awesome. Let's plan on it. Let's get you on there for the 13th.
We'll send you a
And-
link next
Yep.
week once we get the studio set up.
Yep, that'll be great, man.
Well, not next week. It'll be the
Week
13th.
after.
The 13th.
Yeah. We'll make sure it happens. It'll be a great one too, because like I said, we've got some stuff we'll tell, and we might go over my sighting because it doesn't get told a lot. I don't dwell on that. It's just something weird, and there's a couple of those, and maybe one day they'll make their way into a book format. I don't know, but yeah, we can talk about them. I don't care. Everybody,
Appreciate it, Linda. Thank you.
everybody, please have a very safe and fun weekend. It is Halloween. Be careful. I know there's some bad weather that's out there. So, watch out for that. I know that the AI weatherman is predicting 1 million foot of snow. So use your common sense and, when kind of sharing these things too, because there's a lot of people who are trying to, for whatever reason, incite drama and fear into every dang thing that we do. And frankly, I've had enough of it. And, I refuse. I absolutely refuse your reality and inject my own. And that's
Why I laugh.
have some fun. That's what I'm saying. Because, there's times to be serious. And if you watch the show, you'll know there's times when we are dead serious. And there's other times like now when we just have fun. And that's what this show is all about. It's a way to blow off some steam. Thank you guys for watching the video we put up. We have another video coming out, Monday, right, Joe?
Dude, Monday. Yep.
Yeah. New video comes out Monday. We're going to be trying to drop some actual pre-recorded stuff that's coming out every week for you guys because you liked it. And, we're trying to hit that 3,000 mark. And man, like I said, we're close. We're close now. So it's going to happen. Kind of make the world just a little bit more wild and weird, man. That's what we're after.
Definitely
Absolutely.
weird.
Reality is only one person's perception. Ain't that the truth?
Yep.
That's the truth.
Well, guys, we appreciate each and every one of you all. Have a very safe weekend. Enjoy the trick-or-treating and festivities tomorrow. Remember, throw candy at everybody. It's going to be a great time next week, right here, 8 p.m. Eastern. Drop back with us on Thursday for Wild and Weird Radio Live special In Focus edition. We're going to be diving into some interesting accounts, one of which being my own.
Well, we've got 2 that have been sent in so far. So you guys, please,
Exciting.
if you have, anything that you want us to cover live, that address right down there,
Yes.
and just send it in, and we're going to do that. So everybody else who's out there who's going to be watching this on the rerun, this is time travel part, right? Be sure to hit that subscribe. Be sure to hit that like, that hype. Make sure that you hype this out when it
And
goes
go
up.
comment under the comment section. Once this video pops up, go jump in the comments.
Yep.
Give us some love over there. That'd be great.
Yep,
We really
yep.
appreciate those.
Well, the algorithm definitely pushes us out, and we've seen that this week. So
Somehow
let's make
the
sure we do
algorithm
that.
appreciates it more than anything.
The algorithm definitely
real,
appreciates it.
We really love you guys. We think you all are awesome. The support you guys give us week in, week out is unreal and keeps us going, keeps us on the road, and keeps the studios cooking. So have fun, happy Halloween, and stay wild and weird, everybody. And remember, the demons are possessed by Ron.